What's happening, guys? It's your boy. So I wanted to talk about what's happening with season 50 and the rumors that we're hearing with Propst and the direction Survivor is going to go. Now, I'm pretty passionate about Survivor. If you don't know me by now, you know that. If you follow this channel, you obviously know that. It's not that I hate Survivor, because I don't. It's because I feel so passionate about the game because of what I've been through with it. I don't want the game to, at the end of the day, look like a dumpster fire that's just been thrown into the gutter. I've lost too much from the game. I've dedicated too much to the game, and it's become a part of me. Even though I haven't played in a large amount of time, any passionate player that's played this game, you can probably talk to them and they would tell you how exactly they feel about the game. And that it's not just a game. Like, you hear that a lot. It's just a game. It's just a game. You hear that a lot, especially with the newcomers here, with the new era that they say, a thing that they call a new era, and they call that like that's something that means something. The new era of Survivor. Okay. Well, that's not the game. When you're passionate about the game, sometimes you say things that a lot of people don't like. And you may look back on it, and say, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But I don't care. When it comes to Survivor, it really doesn't matter. I will always say how I feel, no matter what. Now, the new era is the new era, and I think that season 50 will be no difference in the way they decide to cast or decide how they're going to play the game. The 26 days, to me, is not Survivor. Yes, it's a fun game. Yes, it's still hard. I'm sure it's still hard. 26 days. But now, are they giving them rice and beans? I don't know. I haven't been watching the season, but I heard somebody made a deal for rice and beans. If they start giving them rice and beans after 60, the whole thing was like, okay, it's going to be harder. It's going to be harder because we don't give them rice and beans now. Really? Wait, what? Let me think for a second. Season 19, no rice and beans. Season 20, no rice and... What are you talking about? It's going to be harder 26 days because now we won't give them rice and beans. It's almost like watching the Democratic Party fall apart. This isn't a Republican or Democratic thing here, but I'm just saying. It's almost like in watching it fall apart at the seams. Like, we didn't have rice and beans in our seasons. We didn't have rice and beans, Jeff. Season 19, 20. Now all of a sudden, season 21 or 41, we're going to make it harder. No rice and beans, but 26 days. Anyway, that's not what I'm coming here to talk to you about. How it's a little, but that's not what I want to talk about, the rice and beans thing. What I came here to talk about is how they're talking about. Now, I know Jeff said no villains, and all of a sudden we have villains. I know that's a thing, that he may say something mean to the other, but why would you say something that people don't like at all? Why would you say something that makes people stop watching the show? When you say no villains, no more villains, people are going to stop watching. And you're seeing that. I'm sure the whole network's seeing that. You're going to be, for the first time, dropping to 3 point whatever million. Ever. For example, we got 20 million from our seasons. We moved forward from season 19 after I played. Season 18 to 19 was bigger. Season 19 to 20 was bigger. Like, we were growing. Now they just falling apart. So now this is what Propst said. If you guys don't know, I'll tell you. He said that he doesn't want any grudges. He doesn't want any grudges happening. He doesn't want any hard feelings, I guess. Just a bunch of happiness, right? Just a bunch of people, joy, happy. I just did a little quick video on my TikTok. Russell Hance, of course. Go follow me. I'm going to do little videos here and there, but talking about this within, a couple of minutes or very short time. I don't understand how Propst thinks that is watchable. Why would you say something that nobody cares about? The people that watch Survivor, they want to see backstabbing. The greatest people to ever play this game, the greatest characters, even the ones you love, even the ones, Boston Rob and Sandra. So you're not going to cast people like that for 50? You don't think Sandra has grudges? You don't think Boston Rob has grudges? You're gonna just do happy, joy. It just doesn't work like that. In the world of Survivor, that's not the world we want to live in. Oh, what the hell that is? Oh. That's not the world that the people that watch Survivor want to live in. It is a boring world. They come home from work. They come home from whatever they want to do. I don't know if they do this anymore, but back in the day, remember when they came home back in the day, they used to be at work talking about the characters on Survivor. They used to be sitting there saying, oh, I wonder what so-and-so is going to do this week. Oh, did you see last week of Survivor? Oh, my goodness. Do you think they do that anymore? Do you think people talk like that anymore? They're probably embarrassed to talk about Survivor these days. You had a whole thing with not come on in, guys, that whole thing. When constantly you have players saying guys, like it's a bad word. Constantly from then, including you, keep saying the word guys. When you did that all for show. Now, are you trying to run it down? Is that what's happening? Look, to be honest with you, I don't give a fuck if you choose me. I don't give a fuck. To be honest with you, it feels like you're running it down on purpose. That's what it looks like. I get calls and texts all the time from previous survivors. Survivors that you don't even know that hate what's happening right now. But they want to play again. They're not like me. They want to play again, so they're careful on what they say. Is that who you want? People like that? That's careful on what they say? Yes. The way it looks like it? Yes. That's what you want. I just don't care. Will I play Survivor again? I might tell you no if you do call. And you do have my number, right? I think you do. Anyway, I think it's a disaster, the direction Survivor is going. I think the way they're talking about season 50 is a disaster at this point. I'm not saying that somebody ain't going to come in there and change things around to make it amazing. Kind of like they do with the Walt Disney shows, right? When they know it's going to be a disaster, then they change it all up. I mean, I don't know what else to say about this. It's just, to me, it makes no sense. The Russell Hance show may not be here too much longer because this whole reality TV thing is driving me crazy. And I kind of, to be honest with you, don't want to be a part of it any longer when it comes to this type of just blatant disrespect to the game. And I would have told you a long time ago that Jeff would have been the last person to do something like that. As you can see, I'm getting older. Getting a little bit harder for me to do things when it comes to. I know I give my all when I play Survivor. So when I say that, I'm like, playing Survivor to me right now would be like, holy smokes, it would be like a very, very hard thing to do. So it's not about me though. It's not about me or me if I would play Survivor. I just want to watch Survivor again. Propst made it to where I cannot even stand to watch it again. Am I alone? Propst, look in the comments. I don't know what the comments are going to say yet, but I can guarantee you. Read the comments. See what the people think. It's not everybody that loves me that comes on here. People want to hear what I have to say. And this is what I have to say. I hope you bring back Lynn Spillman, please. That's all you have to do. All you have to do is bring back Lynn Spillman for season 50. You would immediately get 10 million. Like, you would immediately, I think you would almost quadruple what you have now. You would definitely double your views now if you casted Lynn Spillman. I mean, not casted. If you said, we're bringing back Lynn, she's casting, she's doing everything. Yeah. But you can't, can you? You can't do it for the good of the series. For the good of Survivor. You can't cast, Propst. That's not your job. You should never. You're the best host, maybe in the history of hosting. I've always said that. You're not a casting director. Lynn Spillman is. Bring back Lynn Spillman for season 50. You will double your ratings. Usually, survivors know. You should pay more attention to what previous survivors say, especially the good ones. So that's all I got. Hopefully they do the right thing and they make the right decisions for season 50. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm hoping for the best. Like always I do. Keep hope alive, and you should too, Propst.